Hey, it's Liam at Freelance Lift. I've got something really important to share with you. It's something that not a lot of people know about. In my time, in the 10 years that I've been doing this, I've had some ups and downs. I've had positive things happen. I've had negative things happen. In the past few years, I've learned a lot from the members that have passed through Freelance Lift and the others that have been influenced by the ideas that I've put forward. I've been able to pin it down to 6 key traits. I'm going to help you break those down so you can figure out for yourself where your strengths are within that matrix. So let's get started. First trait then is positioning. And when I say positioning, what I mean is that successful freelancers, consultants, small agencies understand that if they're attracting bad apple clients, it's their fault. It's your fault that you attracted them with your message, with your brand, with the way that you described your service. You're attracting that type of audience, you're attracting that type of client. If you were to change that and understand that explaining your service is really important, knowing how to do it such that it attracts the right type of client, then you're going to be much more successful. So successful freelancers understand positioning. They understand the fact that they need to explain their service well and explain the difference that their service makes and use it to their advantage. Vitally important. How do you score in that area? Second one is value. And when I say value, what I mean is that they go out there and make an effort to provide value in the wider community. Remember, you're not the first freelancer, small agency, or consultant that a client will see. There are 1,000, 1,000,000 other ones out there. What makes you different? What makes you stand out above those people? Inevitably, it's going to be that you're putting your hand up and saying, look, I do this on a regular basis. Here are the 5 things, here are the 10 things that you should be doing. They're out there providing value, providing solutions to people. You are solving problems on a daily basis for your clients. So why not help would-be clients, prospective clients, by putting it out there as blog posts, as whatever, as videos, as insights that will help position you as more reliable, more credible, more trustworthy than your peers. And vitally important also. Third one, focus. Successful freelancers focus on what matters and ignore everything else. This is your business now. You're in business. You swapped a 9-to-5 environment, whether it was somebody else's job to do sales, somebody else's job to do marketing, somebody else's job to make sure the client felt happy. You just did the work. Now you've got to do all the rest of the stuff as well. So you've got to focus on the things that are going to help either your client relationships or your business, and unfortunately, ignore everything else. What happens for the most part is that we get caught up on little activities, shiny objects, things that are going to capture our attention without saying, no, those are a distraction. This is what's important to the stability of my business. I'm going to focus on that. Important that you understand that. So how do you score in that area? Are you able to focus on what matters and ignore everything else? Important that you get that skill from somewhere. Fourth one, pricing. A price is not a price. A price is a representation of value. And each particular client interaction, each particular opportunity should be handled a little bit differently. You should be able to price your service at the optimal level for every particular opportunity that you have. If you're not doing that, then great, because you've got the opportunity to grow into that skill. It's not just about doubling arbitrarily your rate. It's not about that at all. It's about understanding what the client really wants, putting together a price which is based on value, which is based on the impact that you're going to make, the difference that you're going to make, and putting it to them in the right kind of way. Fifth one is desire. So successful freelancers understand that if they hear from a client, the time is not right. It's too expensive. I just didn't want to go right now. They understand that what a client is actually saying there is, you've not convinced me to part with my money. A client prefers at that point to have the cash in their pocket versus giving it to you because they don't have enough desire for the thing that you're offering. So it's vitally important that you understand that and then put in place, before you even send them a proposal, a set of steps, a set of ways of working that's going to convince them that working with you is the best thing that can happen to them. How do you score in that area? Are you able to build enough desire so that there are no obstacles, so that there are no objections? And then the final one, the 6th trait of successful freelancers, is longevity. They're able to build long-term client relationships. Freelancing, your income is a little bit like this. It's a roller coaster. And why is it a roller coaster? Well, at the top of that roller coaster, things are good. You have a client with you. and the work finishes and you've got to go out there and find a new one. So you've got no income at that point, and it comes back up when you do find another client. What if you had existing clients that were paying you on a regular basis? What if you had existing clients that helped to flatten out that roller coaster? Would that mean a better life for you? Would that mean that you were happier in what you were doing? So what I've just laid out there is the fundamental aspects that underpin everything that we do inside of Freelance Lift Pro. It's really beneficial that you take this seriously. It's your responsibility now. You are the business. There is nobody else to call back on. There's nobody else to do marketing. There's nobody else to do the business aspects, the things that help you do better. You knew how to do the work in a business. That doesn't always qualify you to know how to run a business that does the work. There's a difference. And what I'm going to show you inside of Freelance Lift Pro is how to get all those 6 areas working for you, how to build a strategy to go from A to B, get accountability, direction, and focus. Accountability from the community, from an accountability partner. Direction from me, someone who's been there and done that and worn the check shirt. And focus. Guided periods of focus as a group, as a person, with the tools that you get inside of Freelance Lift Pro to get it right. Accountability, direction, and focus to get the business side of what you do right. You left the 9 to 5 for a reason. Maybe somewhere along the way you lost sight of that. What I'm going to do within Freelance Lift Pro is help you get that back. Understand why you left, put in place the things that need to happen so that you get where you need to go and be successful. Earn double, earn triple what you're earning right now. Live a happier life. That's my pledge to you, and this is why I want you to join Freelance Lift Pro. You can see the offer on the screen now. This is something that I never do. I never discount what we do. So you better get in on this right now. It's going to be the best decision you ever made. And guess what? If it isn't, no harm. You can get your money right back. So I really like you to join Freelance Lift Pro. I've laid out here what the benefits are. I think it should be obvious that this is the next best step. So I'm looking forward to seeing you inside, and I'll speak soon.